From blockbusters to Broadway, Oscar and Tony winner Catherine Zeta-Jones is one of the most talented actresses in Hollywood and one of the most beautiful.
She definitely is, and now she's taking on a new kind of series, a dark comedy on Facebook. Watch, and it's called Queen America.
Catherine plays Vicki Ellis, a former beauty queen turned ruthless pageant coach who agrees to mentor the Miss Tulsa runner-up in the nationals competition. Hide the children and take a look.
Is to make the interviewer feel like they're having a conversation with you, but they're not. In a conversation, you're both asking questions. But in an interview, you're only giving answers. What the interviewer asks is out of your control. So the key is to guide the interaction so that you're still holding the reins. I'll demonstrate. Give me something, Regina.
Give me something.
You're actually being kind of nice there.
Yeah, this is a nice clip because it's before 12 o'clock. No, yeah, you're right. First of all, hello, lady.
Hello, great to see you.
It's always lovely to come and see you. She is, ruthless, and she's former beauty pageant queen and now a coach. But she's the kind of character that I want people to love to hate and hate to love, because
we're going to discover that along the way. There's a reason she is what she is.
It's a reason the way she is, and also you see the cracks and the fragility in her that we all have as women. And this is a suit of armor, and it's funny and it's poignant, it's sad, it's truthful.
It deals with some tough issues like bulimia, bullying, and sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment. It has a lot of issues that we don't skim over, but we certainly we delve into. But what would think the pageant were being fluffy and
that's just
isn't.
the part we see.
Which I mean, I come from a world of competitive dance, so. I think there's nothing wrong with good, healthy, competition. I think as women, we're not allowed to say that.
Is that true? Because I was reading, I don't know if this is true or not, but I was reading when you were younger, when you would audition for something, you would go and you'd wear a certain leotard and you'd do your audition, and then you would get back to the back of the line, put on a fresh pair of leotard, something different, and go in for a second go at it, thinking, you know what, maybe I'll be a different person. I know what they want.
Sure, I used to do that a lot.
And did that work to your benefit?
After the second time, I go, okay, I guess this is not really going to work at all. But no, it used to take me, well, it was a lot of time to come from Wales to London. And then it's a lot of money, which I didn't have. And so I couldn't just have one shot.
You needed two.
I needed two. And it worked. It worked for me for 42nd Street. I ended up playing the lead for 2 years. So
at the age of 17 or something?
17,
yeah.
That's amazing.
So many people think that you went to Hollywood, did the Mask of Zorro, and married Michael Douglas. You worked since you were a child.
I was 9 when I did. No, I was 10 when I did Annie in the West End, which is the British Broadway. And then 14 when I did Bugsy Malone. So going back to knowing that competitive, I wouldn't, if I didn't have that, what these girls, these beauty pageant girls have, that competitive drive to make yourself better, if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today.
For some of these girls, that's their way out of a life they don't want to live. Just like sports is for many people.
Exactly. And there's such a kind of a stigma put upon it. But it was it's like I said, I had so much fun because this character was like my alter ego. It's like literally everything that I feel, my evil twin, everything that as a grown-up woman and a mother of 2 and a loving wife I want to say. And I don't. Vicki Ellis says it, and she says it with aplomb, and she says it, and she means
abandon.
And it's something very liberating about that, I have to say.
We're going to have to do that one of these days. But quit being angels. Great to see you.
Lovely to see you.
Beautiful kids of yours. You can catch an all-new episode of Queen America this Sunday on Facebook Watch.
All right.